So a question I often get is people say, do they know that their behavior is not acceptable? Well, let's take that question on. Welcome back. And let everyone know in all of the videos, it's a healing program I'm doing starting in January every month. I'm going to give you more details soon, but for now, if you're interested, there's a link in the video description below where you can sign up and get more information on how to register. It doesn't obligate you to anything. It's just going to get you information down the line. In a few weeks, the link below will actually be used to sign up for the program. But let's go to that question. How do we know? This question has come up so many times. Do they know that what they're doing is not okay? And I know that this question often arises for people out of the trauma bonded and rationalizing that people get lost in when they are in narcissistic relationships. Maybe if the narcissist doesn't know, then it's not so bad. Maybe they don't mean to be mean. Now, definitely drop a comment if you've ever found yourself trying to make that rationalization. So let me tell you how you know that they know that their behavior, in fact, is not acceptable. In essence, they know what they're doing is not okay. And I sure as hell hope that this helps you break a little bit through the trauma bond. So let's start by talking about the mask of narcissism. It goes on and off, right? It allows them to shapeshift and get validation and be charming and charismatic when they need to be. When that mask comes off, then all bets are off, right? And the charismatic person disappears, and in their place is a raging, invalidating, manipulative, and very unkind person. So let's set a scenario. You are at a party. Maybe the party is for the narcissist. Maybe it's for their workplace. Maybe their friends or family are there. They're great. They're charismatic. They're charming. They're gracious. They're patient, friendly, generous. People look at you and say, wow, you're so lucky to have this person in your life. Then the event or the get-together winds down, and it's time to get into the car. You may think that the good mood will persist. Maybe a few minutes into the drive, they start criticizing you. They'll say things like, well, why didn't you talk to my mother longer? Or, you didn't have my back when that guy was talking to me. Or, next time, don't make a joke. You sound like an idiot. Or they say something like, you weren't really that nice to my boss. That would have helped. Don't you want me to get that promotion? And you may do a double or even a triple take. You might have thought, well, they were so warm and lovely, and I thought the evening went well. The narcissistic person even gave you a compliment in front of the other people. You may have even thought, oh, I look forward to debriefing and talking about the event in the car on the way home. Their conduct may have left you so confused in that car ride home that you may make the mistake of defending or explaining or engaging. Well, you know that that's going to dig the hole deeper. And then you think maybe you were wrong. Maybe I didn't talk to their mother long enough, or maybe I didn't have their back when that guy was talking to them, or maybe I did make an inappropriate joke, or maybe I wasn't nice to the boss, even though none of that was true. You were perfectly fine at all of that. This cycle with a narcissist is going to repeat and repeat. Some days good, some days bad, but more pointedly, they may actually look good in public, or you may observe them on the phone or on a Zoom call with colleagues, and they are nice and seemingly empathic and charming, and then the Zoom call gets turned off, and boom, they yell at you. Right there is all the evidence you need that, yes, they do know what they are doing. If they can turn it on and off like that, then it is intentional and it is conscious. It makes it clear that you are disposable in their lives and that they have very little regard for you. They may give you a BS excuse down the road of, oh, I can just be myself with you. I don't need to put on a show like I do at work. Well, that's still a problem, because that means just being themselves means abusing you and saying cruel and impulsive things. I have been struck by how narcissistic people will make sure that there's nobody else on the phone or in the room, or that you are not on speaker. before they start to rage and manipulate. They'll say, hey, is there anyone on speaker? No. Rah, right? That means they know it's not okay for others to hear their words or their behavior because it would make them look bad. So that means they know it's bad. So many people get lost in the trauma-bonded justification of, well, maybe they don't mean it, or maybe they don't know what they're doing. The mask of narcissism shows us that they do know, and they devalue you so much that they save the worst for you. It's their pronouncement that you are nothing more than a psychological punching bag for them. Narcissistic people are very calculating and savvy and are singularly focused on getting supply. It's their bread, air, and water, so they will shapeshift any which way they need to get it. But they also get exhausted at playing nice. They are not naturally empathic. So if you are someone close to them, a partner, a family member, perhaps somebody who works under them at work, your form of supply is to be their punching bag. Narcissistic people are able to have different behavioral repertoires. They're able to use charm to get supply from people with power or to attract new people, and rage and abuse so they can regulate their exhaustion, and they take that rage and abuse out on the people they take for granted or who activate their shame. They know, the narcissists know what bad behavior is, but will sometimes get so emboldened that they will yell and scream and rage and abuse until someone calls them out on it looking bad, which is why they typically try to do it with nobody looking. So the next time you wonder to yourself, well, maybe they don't know what they're doing, ask yourself, were they able to be charming with other people? And then when those people were gone, were they able to rage at or criticize me? If the answer to that is yes, then they know exactly what they are doing. And they are choosing to treat you badly because they believe they can. I hope that clears that up. So if you did find this video helpful, please give it that thumbs up. And as always, please don't forget to subscribe to this channel. Let's keep this community growing. Thanks again.